Hey, good morning, Kraus family. How are you? Hey, Donnie, thank you very much for putting this together. Katrina, Victoria, if you had something to do with it as well, I couldn't be happier than spend the time on a workday morning putting together and crafting a video that I'm going through the 15th take on. Good plan. Excellent. Anyway, anything for my good, trusted, loyal friend who I've known since 1974. Alrighty, number 60, big time. Alrighty, so today starts off like any other day. Up early, exercise, quick shower, go down to breakfast. I'm like, what am I going to do for this video? Well, boom, plate hits me. Not in the head, plate hits me for breakfast. Plate reminds me of a story, and the story goes something like this. I'm going to take you back several years now, and I think all of you might be able to remember it. And it features St. Patrick's Church. So St. Patrick's Church, for those who are not familiar, most people should be, except atheists or whatever, but anyway, most people should be. So roughly St. Patrick's beautiful church in Huntington, 60 rows separated by the first 30 are like the prime seats. That's where people get there nice and early. The second group is where the Lennons like to sit, and we get there on time. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. We get there 5 minutes before the mass starts back in the day. And we'd love to grab that first row if we could, okay? Because that first row not only gives you perfect visibility and perfect unobstructed view, but you also get a couple of other benefits. And the other benefits are that you get first crack at the Eucharist, or as Don would biblically refer to it as, the wafer. So you have that ability, get there, you could size up the Eucharistic minister, understand what your plan is, because it's very important that you execute properly there. And it's kind of, you get communion when you're in second grade, right? So it can't be that complicated for most people, right? Anyway, so the other benefit is you get to watch, because you've already gone, you said your prayers, now you got a whole 29 rows of people coming behind you, and they're getting the Eucharist. And you get to see, there's some people watching. So if you're someone like me who can't mind his own business, I'm watching. Well, somewhere along the line, the Kraus family starts showing up. And I think probably row 31, maybe they were waiting in the hallway at that time. But anyway, in perfect order. I think I recall it this way. If not, the story goes is better if I say it this way. Victoria, followed by Katrina, followed by Donnie, followed by the lovely Audrey, and then DK pulling up the rear. Okay? So I'm like, oh, that's nice. Crosses are here. That's beautiful. We'll talk to him after Mass, possibly, but if they stick around. So they go up, and perfect execution. I mean, the hand is out, just like can everybody see that? The hand is out. The man who's the Eucharistic minister at the time drops the Eucharist in, boom, quick left. Well, it gets to Don, and yes, DK. So here is Don on the fifth execution of the Eucharist. Don decides to employ the fire code of stop, drop, and roll. Tough for me even to describe it. It's almost indescribable. This is probably at the time a 50-year-old man, goodness sakes. Anyway, the stop was fine, stood, sized up the Eucharistic minister who, by his admission, Don's admission, or his excuse later on, the man was a little bit older, a little bit rattled. So, not sure what that was all about. Anyway, so as the man proceeds to do what he's done probably no fewer than 10 trillion times successfully, he winds up missing, according to Don's hand. Now here's where the troubling part comes. That can happen, I'm sure, once in 10 trillion times. But the troubling part is that Don continues to stop after the drop and does nothing. Just sits there looking at the man. They get into this war of eyes back and forth, and certainly the Eucharistic minister at the time has to bend down and grab the Eucharist. Now, the wafer. Let's call it the wafer to keep, because it's Don's birthday, and he'll understand it better that way. So the wafer is very thin, as you know. Picking that up off the ground is not easy. So instead of Don going down at least to assist, Don employs the third method of the stop drop, and he does a roll. He rolls out of line and rolls to the back, never to be seen for the remainder of the day. So the plate reminded me that I was teasing him back in the day that the plate should be reinstituted, sorry about that, almost a perfect execution of this video up until that word, under the chin, so that the Eucharist, if it falls, it goes back to the plate. For you younger people, that's how they used to do it when I was a kid, but not any further, because most people know how to do it by now. Anyway, so let me finish up by saying, Don, happy birthday. You're a great, great human being, great friend, loyal, trustworthy, great family man, and it's cracking. My voice is cracking now a little bit. Anyway, you are the man, and love you, buddy. Bye.